Okay boys, banger inbound. Okay, so today in this video we are going to be doing a tutorial basically on how to increase your strength on bench, or I'm going to show you basically what I've done the past several years to kind of grow my strength on bench and stuff like that. So let's hit the bench press. So the sponsor of today's video is none other than FNX. So this is their 4th year anniversary hat right now, and I'm going to show you guys what I took today to boost my workout. So first we have the FNX Reburst Intro Workout product. So this product is really good if you want to stay hydrated throughout your workouts, as well as, you know, get a little bit of a pump. So it's got 18 grams of carbs, it's 80 calories per serving, and you know, overall just a great product. I highly recommend it. It keeps you hydrated, and it's lemon lime flavor. Personally, my favorite flavor that they have. So they also have a fruit punch and an Arctic Rush, but this blends well with my favorite kind of Gatorade, lemon lime as well. So I mix this with none other than my favorite pre-workout by FNX. So this is their Recharge. So it's got nitric oxide booster in it. So I take this alongside my Nitrolin and stuff like that. Give me a boost in the gym. Get my blood flowing and everything to the muscle groups. Get them nice and warm. But combined with the strawberry lemonade and the lemon lime, you can't beat the combo here. So I mix it all in Gatorade with creatine and some of my testosterone that I take as well. So these two together are a great combo, and like I said, I highly recommend it. They are made by athletes for athletes, so you know you're getting a good product. So go to fnxfit.com, use code Jameson15 for 15% off your purchase, and both of these run about $54 with my discount. You can definitely save some money there. So and they offer free shipping for any products over $125. So again, go to fnxfit.com and use code Jameson15 for 15% off your purchase. Oh, dang, it doesn't have wheels. So basically I'm just moving this over to here. So it doesn't have wheels though, like most benches do. So let's see. That is way too high. Most of the time I don't use this to bench. I use this usually to squat, but I use those other machines to bench, which you've seen in a previous video, or actually if this video goes up first, then you haven't seen them yet, but you will see it. So I'm using this machine though to show you just a few examples and everything like that. So I take the bar. Now, before I actually add any weight to it, I will show you my positioning. So my hands usually just go right on the outside of this this smooth part here. Usually on the outside, sometimes like right over it. But today we're just gonna go on the outside. The farther out you are on the bar, the more chest it activates. And then the more close you are, the more tricep stuff it activates. So just to show you one rep here without any weight, we're gonna come down here and we're going to push back up. What a lot of people do when they bench press, they push out like this. They push more, you know, you're activating more of your shoulder muscles. You wanna push straight up and back. So kind of like a diagonal, just kind of like you're gonna re-rack it almost. So basically I come down right to about the nipple line, and that's where I kind of like either, I don't want to say balance it, but that's where I kind of, you know, so I'll come down and I'll go back up. So that's basically, that's just how to bench press. If you're new to bench pressing and new to working out, best chest exercise there is, my opinion, and you'll hear the opinion from a lot of other guys too. Best chest exercise along with push-ups. Better than push-ups, I believe. Now, what a lot of other people do is, instead of using their body to push up, they'll just use their arms, pure arm strength. So what I try to do is, instead of using my arms to push up, I'll push my body away from the bar, if that makes sense. So we'll kind of zoom in, or get my back here. So if you can tell, my back is arched. My back is arched, and I know with the sweatshirt you can't really tell, but my butt touches, my shoulder blades touch, and that's really it. And everything else is off the bench, because you really want to get that chest activated. You want to do it like you're doing a back exercise. So yeah, so basically I'll just show you a little bit. So yeah, back is arched, because you really want to just get that core chest activated here for better strength, for better chest activation and stuff like that. So now that we have it loaded, and I've kind of gone through where I kind of position my arms and everything, we're gonna look at the feet position here. So feet kind of just like shoulder width apart all the way down. Nothing too fancy here. You know, Sometimes I'll put them off to the side depending on where the bar is down here, you know. Hold them where it's kind of comfortable for you. I really push off with my legs to get the strength of my bench here. So this will just, if you follow these steps, your bench won't increase a lot right away, but you'll notice a difference. If you really try to activate and really try to push this, you'll notice a little bit of a strength difference. So we're just gonna do a rep here, and we'll kind of look at the form. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I come down, and I push up. Now that wasn't an exaggeration type of bench press, it was a normal down and up. So we're gonna lift this up a little bit more. We're gonna bring this back down, and we're just gonna rest it here. So something that I used to do, and it worked for me, is I would lay here, and you know, when I was trying to get to that 225, I would push as hard as I could to get this thing off this thing and push as high as I can. So basically how it looks is like a normal bench, like you're touching your chest and you're coming back up, but instead of bringing it down, I would just start here and I would lift up as hard as I can, and then I would do that again. I'd bring it down, and if I had enough strength left, I'd, you know, I'd bring it down and, you know, do it again and again and again. And now, what I'll show you is a little bit more of kind of resistance. So now, instead of having the goal of bringing the bar back up, we're going to basically hold it up and bring it down as slow as possible. Really activate just your muscles and grow that strength of holding it and stabilizing it all the way down. And then eventually, you know, you'll build up strength doing this exercise with the resistance pushing up, doing this exercise with the resistance pushing up, and then pulling down. So you'll grow it eventually, and then I'll go through exactly what I do for bench after I show you this this little technique here. Okay, so it looks a little something like this. Now this weight isn't heavy enough where I won't be able to get it back up, but it's also heavy enough where I've already worked out today. So let me try to get it here. So like I said, you'll really kind of hold it, and so kind of like I would even count to 10, bringing it all the way down. And then you'll basically, I strongly recommend a spotter for this, or you can keep it on this, but most likely if you're using this to push up, you're not going to be able to get it up after using all your strength to get down. So I would highly recommend a spotter. But then once you're down here and your spotter helps you up, you just go again. So basically, you know, I'll show you one more time here. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. And then normally you would let it touch your chest. Get that real activation down there. So again, we'll just push up then as hard as we can, and we'll rack it. Those are gonna be my tips here on how to build the bench. A lot of times when we go to grip, I always use my thumb over my hand technique. If you want to zoom in a little bit here. So I always use my thumb over hand when I grip, really get that good grip here. If your hands get sweaty, you can always use chalk. Get whatever you can to make your grip the best, because grip plays a big role. Your forearms play a big role in bench press. You may not activate it as much, but the stronger your grip is there, the more you're going to have control pushing it up. And like I said, you really want to push your body away from it. You really want to emphasize on the push instead of just the arm activation. So the way that I do bench, so it'll be right up in the corner here. So I go from the heaviest weight I think I can do. And now this isn't my idea. This is not originated from me. This is something I've seen throughout YouTube and stuff like that. And this is what has worked for me for several years. I start with the heaviest weight I can do for about 3 to 4 sets. I start with the heaviest weight I can do for about 3 to 4 reps, and then I'll work my way down the ladder. So then I'll go down to something that I can do about 6 to 8 reps for, and then I'll go to something that I can do about 10 to 12 reps, and then I'll finish it out with like 135 or something that I can do a lot of reps, and I'll kind of like max it out there, you know, get some of the fast twitch and some of the slow twitch muscles moving here. So that is basically how my workout regimen is for bench. Now each week, when I was really growing my bench, I'm not so much anymore, but when I was really growing my bench, I was going for 5 extra pounds or 2.5 extra pounds a week on my bench press, or an extra rep. So I'd really try to get that extra rep. The more you try to really exhaust your chest, so the more you go until failure. I'm not saying go to failure on chest, but that's going to be the best way you can probably get your chest, because that way you know you exhausted, you did every single rep you could do to get your chest more activated, to work it out, to really strengthen it. So, but I would go until you know you feel like you're gonna fail, and then be done there. So that's how I would do that. If you want to get down on the ground and do a push-up, now the proper way, a lot of people, they'll do push-ups to their side like this and come up. If you want to activate more for like a bench press style, you want to get your hands a little wider. You want to turn your arms in, turn your hands in a little bit, get that real like kind of activation for a bench press. And then you want to just go down, kind of keep your arms to your side, you know, don't flail your arms out like you're some sort of stick man. But yeah, just kind of bring your arms in, get that twist there. So other things you can do to then help your grip strength and forearm strength and stuff like that is little forearm grips, or like a stress ball, you know, just really squeeze it. And then I know it sounds very hypocritical, but you do want to activate more of your triceps when you're doing bench press. I know at the beginning of the video I said you don't, but you really want to have strong triceps to do bench press, because that's really what you're pushing with here. You're really extending those triceps and really pushing with them. So yeah, that is everything I have for today's video. I hope any of this stuff will help you become stronger in the gym, become stronger with the bench press, and just keep working at it, boys. So I know you boys are gonna get this shit done, and I believe in you. And if you have any comments, feel free to drop them down below. Let me know any of your questions, and I'll try to provide the best answer. Let me know your max bench and how long you've been working out and stuff like that. So until next time. Okay, boys, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all later. Peace out.